So I've pulled all the silicone off all the seams, off the back and the front sides and the bottom. I'm gonna start taping it off here in a second. Pulling the silicone off really wasn't that bad. Fingers are kind of sore, but all in all, it wasn't really that big of a deal to pull off. I've read on the internet, people say just sell the tank, let somebody else deal with it, buy another one. To me, I think it's gonna be worth the extra work, which, I mean, it took me maybe an hour, hour and a half to pull all the silicone off, and that's just me being super over particular about it because I only want to do this one time. I don't want to become a pro at sealing tanks, but it is what it is. I'm going to tape off the seams here in a second and hopefully start to apply the silicone and let it set for the week, and then hopefully water test it next week. Got the tank all taped up, probably a little sideways on some of the seams, but honestly it is going in the living room. But I could care less. I just want it to be a thick seam of silicone on here. Since it did leak in the garage, I'm going to beat it up pretty good whenever I reapply to prevent this thing from leaking again. So regardless, it's going to look better than it did. So I'll shoot another part of this clip shortly. So I did some work on the stand today. I decided I'm going to add 2 more 2x4s and some cross braces in here. I need to get some more 2x4s, put them up there, and then we actually flipped the stand around. What you're looking at used to be the back of the stand. I cut the support out the middle, which was really not even a support. The 2x4s are going to support it. I'm going to make some type of door. This way the sump can come in and out of the stand easily. Otherwise, that was the door I was working with before. It was, about a foot too short. And I really don't like that idea. I want to be able to get this out of there if I have to for any reason whatsoever. My silicone job, not too hot. It should work. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna have to go back with a razor blade and probably scrape a few of the chunks off here since it is going to the living room. But overall, I think once water gets in here and it does get set up in the living room, it's not even going to be a big deal. The silicone that I used got off Amazon. It's just black aquarium silicone. It's really, really thick, and whenever I try to spray it with my finger, it just started clumping up, and it may be because of the warmth out here today too. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna let this cure. I'm gonna install the overflow probably tomorrow night, then let it cure until next weekend. I gotta order some bulkheads, and then hopefully next week I'll start, next weekend I'll get to water test it. So I end up pulling the silicone off after I resealed it. And I resealed it again for the second time. The second time was much better, much easier. I got the overflow box in. It's been sitting here for about 2 weeks now, so I need to water test it to make sure. I got the sump done. The glare is horrible. The tray for the bioballs, it's actually going to come down to about here, since this is all going to stay dry. All in all, moving forward. You can see I've added more 2x4s to the stand. I need to notch this piece out a little bit. It's going to be for the overflow, or excuse me, for the drain.